Hello and welcome back to another episode. So last episode we finally set up the train and made it go into all of these, or just this one. I added the others off camera. It's just exactly the same thing it was with this one, just on all the other ones. And we added this texturing around here, just makes stuff look a lot better. And this is the system we also designed. I also replaced this to a smart chute so it can transport items faster. So we have quite a bit of work to do this episode. So we should start off with that. We will flatten this out properly, make it look neat. I think I might actually want to decorate this out here for once. I think it would be a good idea if it's just been left like this since. So we'll add some decorating all the way throughout. Then we'll add all the paths here so we know where all the buildings will go. We're gonna leave this back section for now because I'm not exactly sure what to do with it just yet. This will probably extend out like up to where those pumpkins are, depending on how much space we're gonna need, and the train's just gonna drive all the way around. Yeah, that's the plan. No more buildings, probably for now. But we'll have plans where to put everything, which we're going to need to do so I can know where farms should be. Like, I think our tree farm will get moved over to this area here, along with our food, which will probably take down these like little cliffs here and then put some fields back here. That's the plan anyway, so let's get to work. I finished doing the wall out here and flattening all of this out, making it look nice and neat. So what we have left to do is do the paths or roads, whatever you want to call them, which we'll have one going through here as well. And then just texturing these walls and the actual canal. So one thing I did was I changed the construction building wand, whatever you want to call it, in the mod pack. I think this one is just much better and it's gonna help quite a bit because it has one feature that I really wanted that the other one didn't. So this one has this menu and we can, most importantly, replace blocks. So if I just maybe do something like that, obviously I don't have the blocks. Let me get some gravel for this. Let's just do it like here to not mess anything up. So you can just drag it along. It doesn't have the tool. Forgot about that. So you can put our tool in there and then it will just use up our tool to replace this. And we can have, I'm not sure if it's the pallet or it might be the pallet that we're going to need. And that will just let us have a random, just put a bunch of blocks in there, have it randomized. And that way we can just randomly select the blocks that will go here, which I think will be really helpful for us because it's going to take probably too long doing all of this by hand like it did with this stuff. And I don't think this needs that much texturing as the roads. So let's go ahead and make these. We should be able to just make a pallet. So it looks like we can just put blocks in here. Let's try maybe sand and gravel. I think we put this in our offhand. Yeah, and then it just randomizes it for us. And then we can just add more of a block if we want more of that stuff. So that's how that works. I think the magic bags might just be for holding a lot of items. I'm not sure, but I don't think we're going to need that. We're pretty much just going to use that to texture randomly all of this stuff out here to make it look hopefully better than it did before. Then we'll add some like seagrass. But you can do it with bone meal, maybe some kelp, I'm not exactly sure. Just some foliage in here so it doesn't look as clean as it does. And maybe like in the middle of these we'll have some supports for the pipes and cogs that are here. And then we need some like arches here to actually hold up this track because it's just floating right now. So let me pick out a bunch of blocks and we'll start getting to work on all the texturing that will be done over there. I've done quite a bit of work now. I've added the texturing all the way around in everything, even going all the way out here, replacing all the slabs too. So I just wanted to do this last section on camera to show what I was doing. So the way I replaced the slabs was I just left them here. I used my wand to place the blocks in a random order all the way around these, and then replace the slabs with the copycat slabs. So then I can just walk through, middle click to pick block, and then just do this all the way around. And then once that is done, I can just set this to destroy, fill, and then I can remove all of these blocks now. And then boom, we are finished. All the slabs are replaced. All the texturing has been added. I do want to add some more little details to this, like some arches and stuff. I can do that later. But I did want to change this out because this was annoying me. And I think that looks much better that way. Now, later on, obviously, we'll add some more decorations and stuff all the way around here. Kind of what we did here and what we will do in between all these buildings like here as well. So that is the plan, but we will leave that for now. For right now though, we will go through here and just bone meal it, add some coloring down there and stuff. What? Why? I forgot I added this and I didn't know I added crushed bones. Okay, well I will not be using this again. I'm gonna put a bit in there, and why does it give bones back? Alright, well I don't feel right keeping these bones. That just feels kind of like duping and broken, so I will not be using that anymore. I'm gonna throw away a stack of bone meal as well. I don't feel right with that. But let's just go through here and bone meal this stuff. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I think it just needs some grass here on the sides because I just didn't do that. Right, I think that already made a big improvement. We might add some more stuff, I'm not really sure. What I do know I want is to cover these up. And I don't have any on me. Or I do, I have a little bit. So we're just gonna do that, I think. It looks a lot better than just leaving it. And we can't really do the same with this, I don't think. We can do it here, but not on that. That's fine though. And we can just cover those up. And I think that's honestly a really big improvement already. So I was thinking about this. I'm not sure if putting the roads in is a great idea right now. Just because I'm not sure where all the buildings will go yet. So, I mean, we can still extend this. This will probably go all the way here. Don't think there'll be a building right here on the edge. So we can do that. We will probably get rid of this mount here and make this straighter. Probably even just remove this whole top here. Make this longer so it fits better in with that. Then we'll just do the little bridges that will go underneath these two. And I think that's a pretty good place to end. So I guess let's get to work on adding in these paths or roads probably. We'll just add a road here and we'll do the rest. So let's get to work. All right, this is finished now. I've extended this road up to here. I've cleared all of this out, made this look a bit nicer. And so the last thing to do is just make these bridge thingies underneath the rails. So we should go do that in a second. I also added this ramp here to go above the track. I think it might be a create steam and rail feature. I'm not sure, but you can click on it with a slab and it just adds this little thingy up on it. I think it looks pretty cool, but it looked weird on its own, so I just added this little ramp here because we might have cars driving around here as well for, I don't know, some other types of resources maybe, specifically from down there, which I have a question for you guys about. So we're gonna be building stuff here as well, and I want it to be on this level. So my question is, do we straight away from here go down so we don't have to deal with the tracks, or do we just go on top of the tracks and then have a slope down here? I don't know which would look better, so I'm asking you guys for your opinion. And then we're also gonna have to change all of the underneath of the tracks. We'll probably do that with the gravel, but we won't do that for now because these tracks will probably change, especially this part, because we're gonna have a track going all the way around. So like this track would go all the way around this thing and then back into here. So you probably won't even have this curve bend here, you know? That's for the future. For now, we just have to go ahead and do these arches, bridge things right there. I've also gotten some upgrades for my bag here. So whenever I use up a block, it just restocks it for me, and I have a magnet, so it just takes it all back. And I can just pick whichever ones I want in there. It's a bunch of random stuff right now, but I'll probably clear this out at some point and actually make it work better. And we also do need a machine for fueling up tanks, so I can just run over, pick up a new tank, and let another one charge itself. So I don't have to deal with my fuel being used up the whole time. Yeah, so let's go make these bridges real quick, and then that'll probably be it. So let's get back to work on this thing. Alright, we are finished. I've done the little bridges here on both sides, and I've also decided to change these into full blocks. I just think it looks a lot better. I'm going to curve this out a little bit. It still looks a bit weird, but better than it was before. But I think that's quite a bit of work done in this episode, and it is time to finish. I have this temporary switch here to turn that off because it absolutely kills my frames when it's actually on. So it's just nice to be able to turn it off like that. But yeah, we have a lot of work done here. Once again, I'd like to know if you guys think it's better for this road here to just continue on across the rails, then slope down, or go underneath the rails. What do you guys think? Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.